Good evening, YouTube. A dignified what the crap's going on to all of you out there. Thank you for joining and watching the video, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I want to start off just real quick with a quick announcement. I know some of you freak out when I make announcements. Don't worry, it's not going to be long, and I'm just teasing you when I say you freak out. Having a good time. That's the way air is. Just because I give you a hard time doesn't mean I'm not listening or don't care. So, I'm trying to get you all hour-long episodes, and as you've noticed, I've missed a day here and there because it is difficult to get hour-long episodes every time. So, I'm going to try something different because I feel like it's more important for me to upload consistently for you all than it is to upload like a big, huge video every time I upload it. So, I'm going to upload a 30-minute episode every day, and again, if I miss it, I apologize. Trust me, it was for a good reason, but 30 minutes a day ought to be pretty easy for me. So, it will be 30 minutes a day at least of East Rome campaign one day, and then 30 minutes of FOTS the next day. And because they're a little bit shorter, I might be able to put one up on the weekends too, just to add a little more back in there. And I will promise you that anytime I get a chance, I'll record a slightly longer episode for you. So I won't rule out long episodes, I just can't promise you that I'm going to do one every time. So that said, I'm going to go ahead and get my timer ready, and I will give you 30 minutes of actual episode rather than having counted that time that I was speaking. So, excited to be back in the East Rome campaign. We did suffer a bit of a setback when our army got destroyed out here by the Huns. It's okay though. We've got a new army being trained rapidly, and we're gonna be able to get them back out into the field pretty quickly. We do have some issues starting over here where these jerks rolled through my lands, the Quadians, and they've liberated the Macedonians. So we're gonna have some enemies to take care of, and they may quickly try to spread through my land. So I'm going to kind of have to take these Legio as soon as they finish training, move over to Thessalonica, hire up some mercenaries to kind of just finish filling in the gaps, and basically just get down to business. So that's going to be what we have to do. So one more turn, I'm going to head over and get them. Looks like I've used my movement points on these. Research-wise, I'm about to finish. It looks like this right here, and the reason I'm trying to do that is over here I can get Legio Comitatenses, Lanciarii Seniores, which is sweet, and then Cataphractari, which is also a nice cav unit for me to get a hold of. So I think that's where I'm trying to get. It's a lot of turns out there. Probably worth our time though. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it start researching, and if we need to switch, we can. Let's take a look at our buildings real quick, because we do have some money. And let's see where we can have a good impact. Egypt is in pretty good shape. Food-wise, we're in decent shape. Let's just take a look at a few. Let's see. So public order is unhappy here. Let's check all the ones where it's unhappy first, and just kind of see who's in the worst shape. This is pretty bad. They're at 78. Cappadocia is getting better, so that's good. Cilicia is, it could be better, but it's not the end of the world. And Libya is getting better. Syria should be improving based on the little icons there. And of course Macedonia is going to be a little bit unhappy because of what just happened as far as liberating the other faction. A bit of a food issue in Palestina. It's not going to be a huge deal here. So let's just kind of go through attacking some of the provinces with the worst public order issues, and I think that Bithynia is probably the worst at the moment, and we could probably pretty easily fix it with this auditorium here, and also it'll help spread that Roman paganism that we're looking for. Got a rally field, infantry grounds. I don't know that we need to build up any military buildings at the moment, so that'll help with Bithynia. Let's take a look at Cappadocia. It's improving for now, so let's not waste any money there. As far as Cilicia goes, we've got, we could upgrade to this amphitheater. It's going to eat more food. Not sure I'm ready to do that just yet. This aqueduct would help a little as well as upgrading some of these town centers. The town centers will eat up a little more food also. So why don't we balance it up a little bit. 52 additional, so we can get a pretty decent chunk. 10 and then almost 20 more, so we can get a decent little chunk of food here to pay for this, which ought to help stabilize public order here a little bit. Let's might go ahead and build this olive oil building here. Gives me a little extra food. So that's pretty much all the extra money that we had. We ended up blowing it there at Cilicia and Bithynia. And let's see, just as far as influence goes, like our characters are influencing up quite nicely. My my faction leader has got some very nice influence levels. The unfortunate thing is we don't have any children. How old is this fellow here? He's 50. Wonder if we can find him a wife or not. We'll give it a shot. So we could always adopt one of these guys over here if it looks like I need to. My emperor right now is only 22, and his wife is also young, so quite possible that they'll have children here to help propagate the family. Let's see. Whew, man, West Romans they got some enemies. They have their armies out to sea there. I don't know that that's the smartest thing. They have another army up here, here and here, so hopefully they can do some pushback. They don't have any armies in the north, but they're not wildly threatened up here. I mean, they do have some Franks roaming about, but they're surviving. Yeah, I mean, they're surviving quite nicely right now, as far as West Rome is concerned. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I may think about adopting, or trying to adopt one of those other family members and then turning them into a governor somewhere. The more governors I get, I can hopefully get some good edicts in those provinces that might help out some of the provinces that are struggling. And we got to get our army retrained, and then we need to get a second one trained up in Thracia as well. Gonna have to spend some money, but it'll be worth it. We've got to keep that area safe. And if I remember right, the Sassanids had kind of walked into my land as well. So we may want to keep an eye out. If they declare war on me right now, it's going to make things very dicey. Because they have many puppet states. And what's funny is that it almost seems like the crap factions in Attila can give you as much trouble as some of the big factions. Yep, this is expected. Macedonia is going to come be annoying elsewhere. Probably not a whole lot that I can do about this, and I don't want to waste some of the video fighting that, so like I said, I'm going to get my army out of Constantinople and go do something about this. We're going to lose a few provinces in the process. Looks like they just sacked it, so that's fine. Okay, we had a hostile agent after us, settlement sacked. We found a worthy bride, but she's also 50, so I don't know what good this did us in the end, but... Alright, at least he'll die happy. Well, as long as he's happy with his wife, he'll die happy. So, and if Patchy's the one that chose his wife, his odds may not be looking so good. Let's see, which province is this? So Dardania, and it's Serdica. So we're suffering some pretty bad instability there because of the this nasty business with the Macedonians. We're gonna move up to Thessalonica. I can't recruit anything else at this point other than Comita Tensei's spears, and there's only one mercenary Germanic warband out here, and we will take it though because we have more than enough money to handle it, and then we'll just recruit however many Comita Tensei spears we can get in one turn, and go out here and see if we can rough up the enemies on the next turn. It would have been nice to get a hold of some Equites over here, but it's unfortunately not going to happen. So before I raise up another army, I'd really like to see if we could get by for a while on what we have, but I don't know, with the Huns threatening and having to deal with this, it may not be a bad idea to just go ahead and raise more forces. This guy gets plus authority. Can't have children. Zeal, cunning, taskmaster. Integrity +2, that's not bad. Let's, what is this one? Wealth. Let's get this guy with the integrity. Reinstate a legacy. And we'll give him the 10th Legion here. And recruit him. Let's get some... Let's get a Couple of levies and mature. Or actually, those are 2 turns to recruit also. Good grief. Man, everything's 2 turns to recruit. That's both good and annoying. Let's go ahead and get some scout equites recruiting. We're going to need those. I wish we could get better cavalry, honestly, at the moment. We need to get this one open up here at Cavalry Stables. Oh, it's just because we don't have enough money. Well, nuts to that. Let's get the money and get it done, and then go ahead and train some Legio for the time being. Or just not worry about anything for now. Let's just spend our money on that. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Gotta get rid of the Macedonians here. Our army won't be ideal, but we should be able to get by. The enemy army is not particularly good looking. And I don't mean that just by their looks. They are ugly. They've all fallen out of the ugly tree, hit every branch on the way down, and then ugly lightning struck the ugly tree, and it fell on them, and then it caught on ugly fire and burned on their face. And then they got hit by an ugly hailstorm as well, and then an ugly horse trampled on them, and I'm pretty sure that after that they got bitten by some ugly mosquitoes and had an ugly allergic reaction. Does that take it far enough? Y'all happy with that? I realized that I needed to insult them properly if we were really going to get into it. Yeah, these Quadians are heading further down into my territory, which is irritating. Hopefully they'll just kind of move along. Macedonians are going to do some raiding now, which is going to further raise the chances of having a rebellion at Serdica. We do have a few turns, potentially, though, to deal with this. And it looks like this agent has leveled up here, which is great. Let's see if military training, let's notch that up. Melee attack and defense, let's do that too. That's going to give a nice buff to all my my troops here. So, since the Macedonian army has left its kind of parent city behind, which is a foolish mistake in my opinion, I'm going to get up here and attack what they've got left, which means they're going to scatter like little bugs. And honestly, I'm thinking about turning these guys, like, I wonder if I can do this and then basically subjugate them and use them to help me out rather than having to try and chase down all their little armies here. Let's auto-resolve this. Just go into a balanced stance, kill them. Decisive victory as expected. Yeah, we can subjugate the Macedonians, which will be better. So now these guys are my subjects, rather than, like I said, having to chase them all over the place, and we can now simply move on. Let's see. And they have to pay me a tribute as well, which is going to be great. Let's go ahead and.
You will find me a willing and attentive audience for your speech.
Oh, come on! Why wouldn't you want to trade with me? You joking? I want to offer him a payment, see if we can convince him to trade, because it'll help to ease relations. But they're being crotchheads, so whatever. One wrong twitch, and I will come back, and I will kill you. Just so you know. So, let's see. There we go. So, this army will be in good shape, and let's start heading down this way to take out the Quadians. And should be able to use the money that we have left to again try and affect the regions that are struggling. Certainly don't need to do anything that's going to increase squalor. Might want to go ahead and this will give us just a smidge of public order, and well, actually this will give us a nice boost to public order and ought to fix the problem, so I'm not going to spend any money in that province actually this turn. Cappadocia, it's at -4 right now. I've only got a few options, and this would be one of them, and it's only going to give me +1, unfortunately. So we're kind of slowly losing control of Cappadocia. Is that where my... Really? I've got a force garrisoned here, too. What the heck is causing so much anger over here? Let's see. Events. What event? Difficulty, taxes, religious differences. What is events? What the heck event are we talking about? Recent events. Well, gosh dang, man, it'd sure be nice if you'd give me a little insight here. Oof, turning off the taxes makes me lose a bunch of money. And it doesn't really buy me much. That's irritating. What in the world's going on here? I may have to tear down this lead building for now because it's not doing me a whole lot. We'll build the aqueduct and then actually let's not build the aqueduct just yet. Let's tear down the lead thing and rebuild something in its place. It's gonna be expensive, but we could just go ahead and build the theater here, or actually the amphitheater. Be even better. Geez, that one gives us a nice boost to income, but we really need a boost to public order right now, and maybe I can swap it later. Let's go ahead and spend that money there. That'll be worthwhile. Now, let's see, where else is struggling? Macedonia is okay-ish. Cappadocia. I don't have enough money left to do any of the other stuff, so that's okay. I wonder if we can levy troops. Yep, we can levy troops up out of these guys. Let's just levy up another Comitatense spear here. And then no mercenaries available still. I'm guessing that the nomad stacks running around are recruiting up all the mercenaries. I thought I was recruiting here. I guess, oh, that's right, I didn't have any money left over. Better start getting it done. So, start recruiting more Legio. We can still assign a provincial... Oop, didn't mean to do that. Let's get the Legio. We can still assign a provincial governor. Why don't we try adopting one of these characters out here? I'm guessing the more influence they have, the more difficult it is to adopt them. This guy's quite loyal and doesn't have a ton of influence. Oh, he's a general. I'd like to adopt a statesman here. Yeah, let's see, this guy's 31. Got the administrator trait. That would be pretty handy. Let's take this guy, let's see, secure loyalty. I wonder if this guy could adopt him, because I think that I may eventually have children here. Why can't I adopt this guy? You can't take a political option or action against a candidate. So I guess I'd have to do it to one of these guys over here. These guys are both like all old. I could just adopt one of these guys here. One of the younger candidates like this dude. And then switch him out of the army because he's in Syria, and then put a different candidate there and eventually get them as well. Let's see if we can get lucky and adopt this guy. Alright, so we've got that done. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And as soon as we get someone adopted, we'll swap him in as a provincial governor, because again, that'll help me take a monopoly on the influence. Probably wouldn't hurt me to just stick one of those guys in as a provincial governor, but I don't want to just unnecessarily give the opposing factions influence that I don't want them to have. And like I said, hopefully we can catch up to the Quadians. Looks like the I have some agents I need to bring back over. I'm forgetting to move them, so I'll make sure to take care of them. And I'm hoping we can catch up with the Quadians here in a turn or two, or at least chase them out of our lands. And I'm also hoping that the Macedonians will try and be at least a little bit loyal. You never can tell with the subjugated states. I'm going to enter the war on the side of my allies. I've done so non-stop in West Rome.
By the flame.
Ooh.
Have my lord's torturers prepare special
yeah, this is where it's going to get ugly, folks.
Oh, cowardly one.
Assassinates just declared war on me, and all other client states are going to join them as well. This is where it's going to get ugly. So now we got to build up armies fast to take on the Sassanids. So we're about to get poor and busy. So basically we're at war with just about everybody on the map besides the West Romans at this point. So it's the world versus Rome. And we do have enough troops that I am going to fight this and see if we can kill a substantial number of these Quadians. So let's go ahead and fight this on the battlefield. I know these battles may not be your favorite thing to see, but they are a necessary piece of getting this right. They got javelins, a couple of horsemen. These axes here are capable. Their spearmen aren't going to be all that good. And I've got 2 Legio and a Scout Equite and a Sagittari, so we can definitely cause these guys some damage. I'm hoping that the city will be somewhat defensible as opposed to that one layout that had like 1,000,000 points to defend. It'd be great if we could get these towers shored up. Yeah, see, like, defending this tower here is going to be impossible. And they can just walk around me in multiple places. Yeah, I mean, they can simply just walk around me in too many places. I don't really have any way to defend the towers and let the towers shoot them to death, unfortunately, because that would typically be the best solution. So I'm just going to have to defend the town center. Not much I can do about it. Let's put a barricade here just to be annoying. I wish these guys had... I need to get some Protectores Domestici. They won't ever be a garrison, but those guys and their testudo actually get a bonus versus infantry, whereas the units I have right now in this defensive stance just get a bonus versus cavalry, which is less useful. I'm going to kind of keep my Sagittari back here in the back off fire at will and try and save them for an opportune moment. And then my... It looks like they've got some troops that are going to be coming in by a sea. It looks like all their guys are coming from over here. We could barricade that. They're not going to get behind me there. Yeah, we could well, no, because they'll just easily get around me while they're on this side. But then they'd have to come all the way around. Get shot by the tower. Gosh, I kind of think that even if I lose, it'll be worth getting them shot by the tower as much as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, even though it's going to be a massive risk. Okay. Unfortunately, they can get onto that side street and get behind me. If we block that and block that... I wonder if we can get explorators behind these guys. They've got cav over there, and that's the last thing I want to get a hold of my... Let's just kind of leave these guys in the back, and then let's get my cavalry out here and hidden as quickly as possible so it can do some damage. Okay, let's start the battle. We're going to need to get these entrances sealed off as quickly as possible.
Even if every knight spawned Legio! At speed! 6 Domine! At the double!
Come on, quit being stupid.
Double time! For the savior!
There we go.
We are outnumbered! Stand ready!
Alright, so the defensive testudo at this point will mainly just help me, actually, you know what, I need... Let's go ahead and start bringing these guys down here. Might as well. Just cause as much damage as we can. Ooh, these axemen over here are going to be a problem, especially since I don't have any tower to support. But over here, I should be able to defend this tower for a great deal of time, actually, and cause some decent damage. Oh, I've got... That's my fleet. Crap!
Protect him!
I should have had these guys get up here and disembark right away. Now I can't really see to disembark them. Get over there. Okay. I don't know why I thought that was an enemy fleet, not my own. where's my exploratory? Let's get these guys over here actually right now. And you guys hurry and get over here. My general is going to be eating it. Alright, YouTube. As you can see, the game crashed during that battle, so I've gotten back to where I was, and a few key things happened actually. Number one, I gave the Sassanids a small gift, and they didn't declare war on me, which is great. And this time, of course, I'm going to use my navy to help me hold these guys off, and I've repositioned my troops a little bit better. So, why not? Take advantage of trying to improve things a little bit if I'm going to have to go back and play it again. Okay, those guys are in Testudo.
The enemy outnumbers us.
And like I said, I've got my fleet coming up this time for help. And let's see. I'm going to get into the forest over here so that the AI loses me.
Keep him alive.
And then I've got these exploratories to help secure the flank of my general if necessary. I'm going to try and kill the enemy cav.
The enemy draws near.
Okay, some of my ships are coming ashore. Let's again just get guys up to help wherever we can. Get ashore. So my general is going to be holding as well as he can at this point. I'm going to stop firing there. Actually, let's just save my archer ammo, pull back. Let's start moving our scout equites up through this forest and get in behind the enemy skirmishers. Try and cause as much damage as we can there. The towers are helping me a great deal actually right now. And then I've got these marines here to help me. Let's oh jeez, my general's already routing. Come on, man. Where's your spine? This is bad. Yep. So my general cowered down and died, so I'm going to have to bring my exploratories in until these marines can get over there, and my other troops are already wavering as well, even though they have almost all their men left. Why is the morale so bad here? It's down to 11? Come on. You got a tower fighting for you. Man up. Got these archer marines here. Let's start pulling them up. Okay, we can start taking out these archers. I don't want to fire on that blob because it's just going to hurt me. I'll get these marines up here. The exploratories, I thought they would outweigh the capability of the enemy to capture the tower, but they do not, unfortunately, so the Quadians are capturing. Perhaps if I can get these marines up here, we can stop it, but it looks like it's too late. They're going to destroy the tower. So this is also very bad for me at this point. Dang it. Lost the tower.
Has been totally destroyed.
I don't want to fire at the slingers because it's a waste of ammo. I want to push up and see if we can start shooting these guys in the back. Let's actually take our scout equites over here. My scout equites are dropping like flies to all the enemy skirmish fire here because they're so weak. So this is definitely not the best of scenarios for me here. But, you know, who knows? Maybe we can get lucky and kill the enemy general or something here. That's about all we can hope for. These guys have at least held out for a while and gotten some kills and allowed the tower to get a bunch of kills. Let's just go ahead and spend our ammo here. We got to get these slingers out of our way. I'll hit them with flaming ammo and see if we can get them routed quicker.
This is a shameful display.
All we're doing though is just lighting up the forest in front of us, so nuts to that. Just switch over. My exploratories are wavering.
The men are wavering.
Come on, hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Don't give up. Don't give up. So my equites have killed a pretty decent number of enemy skirmishers. Let's switch these guys over to heavy shot. Enemy general just died, so boy, that's good. Actually switched to flaming shot because the general died. Let's see if we can get the morale of these guys worked. Yeah, of course I'll probably catch the town on fire in the process and kill my own morale. I'm gonna see if we can get the morale of these guys. Let's actually fall back to the town center here. I've had to spend all my ammo killing these slingers. Let's just get into combat with them with our archer marines, see if we can kill them. I'm gonna run away over here. gonna switch over to heavy shot. These guys have done a marvelous job here. They've really held out well. Got 66 kills with my Marines, actually, which is pretty outstanding.
Give us strength! The men are broken and are fleeing!
I don't know how my Archer Marines will fare against these Funditores. I mean, that's a fight of lightweights over there. Okay, let's just use the rest of the ammo on these Sagittari, like see if we can kill those Axemen or something. Get my Legio back into the town. So, oh, here we go. Come on, shoot. Run. Run. Run.
Our men have given up and are running for their
Well, we're
lives.
being chased by Germanic brigands, which means we probably can't get away. I'm trying to get my Legio back into the town center. Actually, if we go barricade off at another one of these towers, that might be our best bet. Doesn't matter if they take the town center, really. Really? These Germanic hurlers beat down my, well, I guess the stats go in the favor of the Germanic hurlers. There are a few towers left in the city, and I'm going to try and use them to my advantage here. See if we can hold the Quadians back. Is this one more defensible? Actually, it is.
Our men
Go
flee
here.
the field of battle.
And we'll just lure some of their guys over here to this tower and then run away. So we're going to lose the town center, which is going to take away some morale from us, which sucks, but we'll see. Their morale's not going to be too great either. And like I said, these towers left could actually help me cause the damage that I need to try and get a chain route started. There's not a whole lot of great enemy troops left in the field, and their morale is going to be quite low. So let's see if we can pull this off. I'm going to fast forward for a minute. Get my guys over here, let them rest. I've got some heavy shot and a little bit of ammo and precision shot, all that stuff ready if necessary. And like I said, I should be able to, get right here. Let's let these guys get rested too. They're exhausted at this point. Yep, see that tower's doing exactly what I wanted. It's taking a severe toll on these units. This is good. They haven't even gone into the town center yet. It looks like they're finally about to, but by the time they do, they're going to lose a considerable amount more of their army. And none of these are raider units, so this won't be a very fast capture, and these aren't particularly well shielded units either. So they ought to take, yep, just routed those guys. And then these Germanic hurlers are going to stop shooting at the routed unit, shoot the ones that are capturing you. Okay, we're getting rested over here, so that's great. Let's put these guys right here down this street in case they come this way trying to capture the tower. They are going to capture the tower over here, unfortunately. Tower wasted time firing at the brigands. But we got some nice kills out of it, enough to make their Germanic hurlers waver a little. Come on, get as many arrows as you can out of there. That's what I'm talking about. Those hurlers took a beating getting that done.
Legio!
The Legio is now fresh. I want to try and back up to where they really can't get around my flanks.
Our men are wavering.
Our men need to start being men. Okay, back here at my tower position. Should have it all taken care of. Let's go up here and see if we can recapture the town center with our archers just to be a pest. Come on, luck. Need a little here. These enemy units ought to waver soon due to the fire arrows. I don't even know how they're maintaining their morale at this point. Their morale has to be poor. Of course, mine is too. Okay. Well, I hope... Yeah, they don't have much ammo left, unfortunately, or else they'd be doing damage to their own men shooting into their back here. I don't think these Germanic levy will do very well in this fight. lot of Germanic hurlers coming in. And they're not capturing the tower from me. It may be that morale buff from the town center that's helping the AI at this point. Stop hitting me with flaming arrows. I'm going to try and hurry and get that morale buff back. And if we can rout this Germanic noble unit too, because it's actually probably inspiring the nearby units. Even though the general's dead, I think the unit itself carries the buff. Okay, we are in the process of capturing back the plaza. And there's... What? Oh, no! Ah, they got into the, because of the way I positioned. Man, I guess I should have just risked it and gone further out. So now the tower's been torn down, which means my men actually have to just overcome by strength of arms here, which for a Legio unit is not as easy as you would hope. And these archers are really struggling to capture this capture point. But the fortunate thing is the enemy is pouring all of its units straight into my Legio, which won't get a lot of kills quickly, but has a lot of hit points, and over time might be able to grind this out. And the more enemy units that rout, the stronger their position should become. Their morale is stable, and pretty soon we're going to have that bonus back. There's only one tower remaining, which is over here, so I do think we actually might be able to pull this off. Our Legio is starting to rack up some kills now. Still got 136 men. And there's no substantial threat left as far as enemy troops. Again, if we can get these Germanic nobles off the field, which we just did, that ought to really help. Up to 59 kills. Town center's about to be mine, and I have a little bit of ammo left. I could come over here and put a flaming volley into the back of that blob, and it might be just enough to tip the balance. There we go. This is almost mine. We're going to take that morale buff away from the enemy. See, that's helped to stabilize my archers here. Let's go ahead and start moving out. There we go. Boom. Morale debuff. Flaming shot. Put flaming shot into the back of them as soon as possible. That'll do it. As soon as I actually connect a round here with these guys, there we go. Just save my ammo here and move up. Alright, there we go. We got the Quadians to chain route. So successfully held against the Quadians, which means we can go into the next episode in a better position. Like I said, the Sassanids did not declare war on me this time. I gave them a gift. Actually, I don't remember if I did say that. So I gave them a gift and kept them from declaring war, and we defeated the Quadians. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. HeirofCarthage, signing off for now.